Welcome to the final part of the SAP Plant Maintenance course. In this video, we will focus on practice, reinforcement, and your future growth. We will begin with self-assessment quizzes so you can test your understanding. Next, we will go through hands-on workshop exercises that help you apply the concepts in a practical way. Then we will share quick reference checklists that you can use in daily work. After that, we will explore the key differences in S/4HANA plant maintenance. Finally, we will discuss career path options and clear next steps you can take. This part is designed to make your learning stronger and help you move toward real project readiness and career opportunities. Let's complete this journey together. Self-assessment quizzes are a powerful way to check how well you have understood the concepts covered in this course. Instead of only watching and listening, you now have the chance to actively test your knowledge. The quizzes include different types of questions such as multiple choice, true or false, and short scenario-based questions. They cover organizational structure, master data, breakdown processes, preventive maintenance, integration, and key T codes. Taking these quizzes seriously will help you identify strong areas and topics that need more revision. Treat them as a learning tool rather than just a test. The goal is to strengthen your understanding before you move into real system practice or interviews. The quizzes in this course are organized into 5 clear categories. The first category covers organizational structure and master data. The second focuses on the breakdown maintenance process. The third deals with preventive maintenance concepts and objects. The fourth category tests your knowledge of integration points and important T codes. The fifth category includes reports, common errors, and best practices. This structure helps you revise topic by topic in a systematic way. When you practice category-wise, you can clearly see which areas are strong and which ones need more attention. A balanced understanding across all categories is important for both real project work and interviews. Let's look at some sample quiz questions. You may be asked about the difference between functional location and equipment or the correct sequence of steps in the breakdown maintenance process. Other questions may focus on the purpose of a maintenance strategy or the meaning of technical completion. These questions are designed to test both your conceptual clarity and process understanding. While answering, try to recall not only the correct option but also the reason behind it. This habit will help you during interviews where interviewers often ask follow-up questions. Practice explaining the answer in your own words after selecting it. In the second set of questions, you will find more scenario-based and application-oriented items. For example, you may be asked what happens when a non-stock material is added to a maintenance order, or which report is best for reviewing open maintenance orders. Some questions may focus on common mistakes such as missing settlement rules or incomplete confirmations. These types of questions are closer to real project situations and interview discussions. They help you move from simple theory into practical thinking. Take time to understand why an answer is correct and what business impact it creates. After attempting the quizzes, always review the answer key carefully. A good answer key does not only show the correct option but also provides a short explanation. This explanation helps you understand the concept more deeply. When you go through the answers, note down the questions you got wrong and revise those topics again. Over time, this process builds stronger memory and confidence. Remember that the purpose of the quiz is not to score marks but to improve your understanding. Use the answer key as a learning resource, and revisit difficult topics until they become clear. Theory becomes powerful only when it is applied. That is why hands-on workshop exercises are an essential part of this course. In this section, you will practice real system activities such as creating master data, processing breakdown orders, and setting up preventive maintenance. These exercises are designed to simulate common tasks that you will perform in real projects. Even if you are currently learning through demos or a trial system, following the exercises step by step will significantly improve your confidence. Practical experience is what separates someone who only knows concepts from someone who can actually work in SAP PM. Here is a recommended set of hands-on exercises. First, create a simple functional location hierarchy. Second, create equipment and install it at a functional location. Third, process a complete breakdown cycle from notification to technical completion. Fourth, create a task list and a single cycle maintenance plan. Fifth, schedule the plan and generate a maintenance order. Sixth, perform confirmation and close the order. These exercises cover the most important end-to-end flows. If you practice them multiple times, you will develop speed and accuracy. Try to document your steps so that you can revise them later. Let's take one example in more detail. In the breakdown process exercise, you start by creating a notification using IW21. Then you create a maintenance order from the notification, plan the operations and components, and release the order. After that, you enter a confirmation using IW41 and finally set the technical completion status. At each step, observe the system behavior, status changes, and data updates. This kind of structured practice helps you understand not only the transactions but also the logic behind the process. Always complete the full cycle instead of stopping halfway. To get maximum value from the workshops, follow a few simple tips. Always practice in a sandbox or training system where mistakes are safe. Write down the steps and T-codes as you perform them. After completing an exercise, compare your approach with the standard process taught in the course. If you face errors, try to analyze the reason instead of only looking for a quick fix. Discussing issues with peers or in learning communities also helps. Consistent practice, even for short periods, is more effective than occasional long sessions. Build a habit of regular system practice. Quick reference checklists are practical tools that help you work faster and with fewer mistakes. Instead of relying only on memory, you can use short checklists for common activities such as master data creation, breakdown processing, or preventive maintenance setup. These checklists are especially useful when you are new to the system or when you want to maintain consistency in a team. In this section, we will look at several ready-to-use checklists that you can adapt for your own work or project needs. A good master data checklist helps ensure completeness and quality. Typical points include confirming that the functional location hierarchy is properly designed, equipment is created with the correct category and views, work centers are assigned, classification is maintained where required, and relevant bills of material or measuring points are created. Using a checklist reduces the chance of missing important fields. Clean master data at the beginning prevents many problems later in planning, execution, and reporting. Make it a habit to review master data against a standard checklist before releasing it for use. For breakdown maintenance, a simple process checklist can guide users through the full cycle. It usually includes creating the notification with clear description and priority, reviewing and converting it into an order, planning operations and components, releasing the order, executing the work, entering confirmations, setting technical completion, and ensuring settlement is correct. Following such a checklist improves process discipline and data quality. It is especially helpful for new users and during training or hypercare periods after go-live. When setting up preventive maintenance, a checklist helps you avoid incomplete configuration. Key points include creating or selecting the right maintenance strategy, preparing a clear task list, creating the maintenance plan, assigning technical objects, maintaining scheduling parameters, and performing the first scheduling run. After generation, you should also review the call objects and adjust if needed. A structured checklist makes preventive maintenance setup more reliable and easier to repeat across different assets or plants. Planners and supervisors can benefit from a daily and weekly checklist. Daily activities may include reviewing new notifications, checking priority orders, monitoring confirmations, and updating order statuses. Weekly activities may include reviewing the scheduling overview, analyzing backlog, checking cost reports, and following up on overdue preventive calls. Using a simple planner checklist brings consistency and improves control over maintenance operations. It also helps in building a professional routine that supports better performance over time. SAP S/4HANA brings important changes to plant maintenance. While the core business processes remain familiar, the user experience, data model, and some functionalities have been improved. Fiori apps play a major role, offering a more modern and role-based interface. Embedded analytics provide faster insights, and certain processes have been simplified. Understanding the key differences between classic ECC plant maintenance and S/4HANA PM is important if you are working on a conversion project or starting your career in the latest environment. Some of the major changes in S/4HANA plant maintenance include the increased use of Fiori applications instead of traditional transactions, a simplified data model in certain areas, better integration with embedded analytics, and improved support for phase-based maintenance processes in newer releases. Many classic transactions still work, but the recommended way of working is shifting toward Fiori. Compatibility and business process alignment are important topics during system conversion. Knowing these differences helps you adapt faster and guide users effectively. In S/4HANA, several Fiori apps are commonly used for plant maintenance. These include apps for finding and managing maintenance orders, creating and processing notifications, scheduling maintenance plans, reporting malfunctions, and viewing technical object information. The apps are designed around user roles and provide a cleaner, more intuitive experience. Learning the most important Fiori apps along with the classic T-codes gives you flexibility to work in both traditional and modern SAP environments. Moving to S/4HANA plant maintenance offers several benefits. Users get a better and more consistent experience through Fiori. Real-time reporting and analytics become easier. Some processes are simplified, reducing complexity. The platform is also better prepared for future innovations such as predictive maintenance, IoT integration, and advanced analytics. For consultants and professionals, knowledge of S/4HANA PM increases career opportunities because many organizations are either migrating or already working on the new platform. Building a career in SAP plant maintenance offers multiple paths. You can start as an end user or planner, grow into a power user, and then move into a functional consultant role. With experience, you can become a senior consultant, solution architect, or specialize in areas such as S/4HANA EAM or asset management. The demand for professionals who understand both business processes and system configuration remains strong across manufacturing, energy, utilities, and other asset-intensive industries. A clear career direction helps you focus your learning and experience. Common roles in the SAP PM ecosystem include maintenance planner or end user, SAP PM functional consultant, and S/4HANA EAM specialist. End users need strong process knowledge and system navigation skills. Functional consultants need configuration knowledge, integration understanding, and the ability to gather business requirements. Advanced roles require deeper solution design skills and project experience. Across all roles, clear communication, problem-solving ability, and continuous learning are very important. Identify the role you want to target and build the matching skills step by step. A practical learning path starts with mastering core PM processes and master data. Next, gain hands-on practice and understand integration points. After that, explore S/4HANA differences and Fiori apps. Relevant SAP certifications can add credibility, but real system experience and project exposure are equally important. Continuous learning through official documentation, practice systems, community blogs, and real scenarios will keep your skills updated. Certification is helpful, but consistent practical knowledge is what truly builds confidence and employability. Here are clear next steps you can take. In the next 30 days, revise all core concepts and complete the hands-on exercises. In 60 days, deepen your knowledge of integration, reports, and common real project issues. In 90 days, focus on interview preparation, S/4HANA topics, and start applying for relevant opportunities or contributing to projects. Create your own T-code list and checklist document. Join SAP community discussions and stay consistent with practice. Small and regular actions will create strong long-term results. Congratulations on completing the full SAP Plant Maintenance course. You have learned the foundation, practical tools, integration, reports, best practices, interview preparation, quizzes, hands-on exercises, checklists, S/4HANA differences, and career guidance. This is a strong starting point, but real mastery comes from continuous practice and real project exposure. Keep revising, keep practicing in the system, and stay curious about new developments in asset management. Thank you for following this 3-part series. I wish you success in your SAP PM journey and in your career ahead.